I'm Larry Weiss, and I'm here with Luke Layton and Jeff Rice, two very, very dear friends. The three of us now form a Sportsman's Life. We appreciate you being with us. I appreciate being with these two guys right here. So you guys know what's on tap for today, for today's show?
I don't have a clue.
I know we're going to have a lot of fun. It doesn't really matter. I mean, what we plan, we probably won't do anyway. We'll do something else, but it's going to be fun.
We always have a good time.
Stay tuned.
We're going to take the steam bow. Pyramid Air sent this to us, and this is a air-driven crossbow. Love this thing. Got it sighted in, it's dead on. So we're going to go out and see if we can get on a hog. So stick with me. I'll bring you in the blind with me. Let's see if we can't shoot us a hog. We'll be back. Alright folks, we're in the blind and hogs are right over there. Let's see if we can get one. Well, we hit him. See if we can't find him. All right. Well, folks, using the steam bow, as you saw, it came in late, but just a little bit of light so we could see. My issue tonight, I should have had 2 arrows, 2 bolts. Oh well. All right, we're gonna go head back to camp, and then I'm gonna regroup and come back down here and try to find this guy. So stick with me. Hunting here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. All right. Okay, folks, we're back. We used the steam bow. This thing is amazing. Pyramid Air sent this out, and it's the Onyx Tactical Steam Bow. And this thing is just an amazing product. I mean, you just push and pull this lever, and you can cock this thing. It is amazing. But anyway, we got a little bit of video. Got dark on us there, but we got us a porker, so hats off to the Steamboat. Well, friends, let's catch up with our good buddy Luke. I think he's making some camp meatloaf in a Dutch kettle.
Well, folks, we have some B&B pecan wood in this sack. I'll show you some that I've already got split up, and some B&B charcoal. Here's some of our wood that's ready to go, and here is the bigger picture. Have some coals, some of that good B&B charcoal coals almost ready. And here is our main event, folks. You take a good look at this. We'll name it right here. Let's just call it Meatloaf Camp Dutch Kettle Log Rolls. How about that? It could just as well be meatloaf, but these are, you know, raw venison burger, seasoned very well. I have peppers, onions, garlic, powdered garlic chopped up, salt, a little bit of black pepper in there, and just actually any kind of dry seasoning that you like for these. But they're actually just made little logs out of them and wrapped them with bacon. So what we're going to do, we're going to let these coals get just a little bit more ready, let them get white hot, and we're going to put our old Dutch kettle down there on the ground. Now I have this wood set up here because our next program, we're going to, after we get through making this, we're going to go ahead and fry some fish over this fire. So let our coals get ready, and then we'll load the B&B charcoal onto the top of this Dutch kettle. Might as well put the lid on it right now. And just a bit, we'll set that down on the old fire. We'll put about 7 or 8 coals below it, and then we'll put about 14 on top and let her bake. Okay, folks, here's our Dutch kettle already cooking. So we're going to let that go for probably about 40-45 minutes. Then we're going to check those meatloaf rolls. That is going to be some really good eating. Remember, you can season your meatloaf any way you want to. You can put anything you want to that you like in it, but garlic, salt, pepper, you know, peppers, onion, and some ketchup, kind of pretty much of a staple. So let's let it cook, and then we'll check them out here in about 45 minutes. Well, folks, we've been cooking about 50 minutes. Let's take a look here and see how this is looking. I tell you what, we're close to being done. I can tell that one right there. Let's give it about another 10 minutes. What do you say? Okay, my grandson Luke here is working the fish over. The last time you visited with Luke, he was up at Lake Texoma with Jeff and I. We were doing trapper fishing with Bill Carey. Man, Luke, that fish is looking good, buddy.
It is looking good, isn't it?
You betcha.
There we go.
Oh yeah, won't take it long, as hot as that fire. Of course, we have our B&B charcoal in the wood too, you know, the B&B wood cooking.
That one's looking about done.
It won't, yeah, whenever you think it's right, it's right.
That's about right.
Look at that.
That looks real good.
Oh yes. Okay, Luke, you're ready to
Fry these up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is going to be some tasty fish, man.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat fish cooked outdoors over a campfire, you know. I mean, it's just something about it, having a campfire going.
That's right. It's been too long since I've done this.
Yeah, well, it's in your blood, buddy. It's in your blood. All right.
That's looking like a good piece.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Luke, let's take the lid off of this.
Let's take a look.
Okay. Let's call that meatloaf rolls. Wrapped in bacon. I tell you what, that should be good. And as far as seasoning, you can use any kind of seasoning that you really like. Kind of went over it a little bit earlier, but all kind of stuff in this. We'll test it out here, cut one of them, and check it out in a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Luke, I tell you, how about cutting into that? Let's take a look at that. We haven't officially named. Oh my goodness! Slice another piece of that if you would. Look at that. that bacon to baste it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So we cut it right there.
Yeah, and then perfect. Perfect. That's going to be, take a little, just a small sample.
Let's see how it turns out.
Just a little bite there, just to test, I think. What do you think? Huh?
Very good.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some fish here.
Oh yeah, get you some fish.
Load up the plate, some Best of Texas barbecue sauce.
But best of Texas, that's what I eat on my fish too, buddy.
Oh yeah, and then a little bit of
Little
asparagus.
asparagus.
Of course.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I think we're going to be enjoying some good food right here.
I think so too.
Folks, this wraps it up. My grandson Luke here and I are about to wrap it up. We're going to chow down.
We
So
are.
we'll get on to the rest of our show.
Well, we are just buzzing right along here, folks. We've got the new canoe out and just spending a beautiful afternoon after a long day's work. We've got a Lake Louisville right here in my backyard, and just thought we'd get out on the water and just spend some time out here. You know, sometimes it's just nice just to break away. And kind of a maiden voyage. My buddy Luke obviously gave me this this new canoe, and also a it's called a Torpedo. It's a little motor. I'll kind of hone in on it there, as you can see on the back of the canoe here. And boy, I tell you what, this thing really moves you out. As you can see here, how fast we're moving. I'll kind of give you an idea by looking at shore how fast we're moving here, but we are clipping right along. This little motor's got some serious power. And man, I tell you what, I'm just having a ball. You know, out here by myself, and my wife had to work late this evening, so I figured I'm just gonna grab the canoe, and I'm gonna get the little motor, and we're gonna go take this thing for a test run, get out on the water, enjoy some time out here, and man, we are having fun. Always gotta remember, folks, when you come out and do this kind of thing, though, a couple things. Number one, bring water to drink, because you know, you need to hydrate, stay hydrated and stuff, and most importantly, make sure you got a life jacket. I've got, as you can see, I've got my little life jacket on here, and we don't go out here without that. So, but we are just ripping along here. I can't get over how fast this little boat moves with this motor. Quite incredible. So hats off to Luke. Thank you for this. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to be using this thing out on the lake here all the time. So I'll flip the camera around here. You can see my house is literally right there at the end. I'm going to hone in on it here a little bit. That is my house right there. I guess it'd be the one to the right there. So that is it, folks. An absolute gorgeous day. I should say evening on the water. Fun just to get out here and do this kind of stuff. Get us going here a little bit. We'll look at these trees right here. You can see how quickly we're going past these. We are cruising along at, I don't know how many miles an hour this would be, but we're moving, and we are not even close to half power on this thing. I'm afraid to crank it up anymore because I don't want to really push the bottom of this back boat down, because this thing's got a lot of power. See, our development right back there is where we live, so kind of fun to get out here on Lake Louisville and just putz around. There goes Mr. Heron. All right. Well, I'll putz around here a little bit longer, and then I'll head in for some dinner. I just wanted to get out here and spend a couple hours just enjoying some great time on the water. An absolute great way to kind of clear your mind and just enjoy God's country out here. Absolutely beautiful. I did bring my little fishing rod along here, so we'll make a few casts just for grins. Maybe we'll catch something, maybe we won't. Really matters not. I've made a few casts already, but I'm having more fun just riding around, quite frankly. Just checking out the lake and just getting out on the water. So, all right. If I catch a big fish, we'll come back. Otherwise, we'll move on to more fun and exciting stuff on A Sportsman's Life.
For years, when I hunted, I used one eye to look for game, the other eye to look for a rest. I learned a long time ago that while I shoot reasonably well on moving game when it comes to shooting free offhand stuff, when it comes to where you've got an animal out there and I'm excited, I want a good, solid rest. Now, to this day, I still spend half my time looking for a rest. Well, that's not true, because these days I always carry some kind of shooting stick, whether it's a bipod such as this, or even a tripod that Bog makes, or even the trigger sticks kind of thing that are here that are from Primos. But I'm always looking for a rest. And if you're carrying one of the sticks, it works so very nicely in the fact that you can use them as a walking stick. And then when that shot opportunity happens, you know, if you can lay down, that's probably in a prone position is probably the most solid shooting position there is. If you're going to be, you can sit down. I still like to have the shooting sticks or something that I can rest on. And the more that I can make a 3-point stance to where I've got something here, something under this elbow, something under this elbow, I'll do so. Hunted a lot in Africa where you shoot off with shooting sticks, and a lot of times those are tripod sticks, and you're hunting in a situation where the vegetation is this tall. So there's no opportunity to lay down, there's no opportunity to sit up, you know, sit down on the ground, kneel. You're gonna have to shoot from both, standing all the way up with both feet on the ground off of a tripod shooting type rest. When I'm hunting in the woods, one of the things I'm always looking, I'm working my way around to where if I don't have my shooting sticks with me, which is very seldom, but I'm always looking around and I'm looking for, okay, there's a tree that I can lean against, there's a fork of a tree that I can use. But one of the things I'm going to try to do always is, just like if I'm coming up here, I've spotted a game animal over there that I'm looking at, I can come up, and what I'm going to do is put my hand against the tree, and then basically when I'm doing this, I'll shoot left hand this time, because I shoot both left hand and right, is catch that tree, grab a hold of it, don't grab the barrel, and then I'm going to try to get my feet a little wider apart, make a good solid stance. If I can catch something on this side so I don't get this side to side wobble, I'll do that. But even so, now I can get a good solid rest right there. And again, not putting the barrel against, because you do this, you put the barrel against it, you're going to mess up the barrel harmonics, and you may miss even a fairly not that far away shot. But if you can reach up there, grab that stock, lean into it a little bit. Remember what we talked about in terms of trigger control and trigger placement as far as your hand is concerned. You're going to make a good shot, but always be looking for a good solid rest. And if you can't, always carry some kind of shooting sticks, because it's going to make all the difference in the world. You may be the best shot in the world. I've seen some of the guys that could put every bullet within an inch at 400 yards and put a really nice whitetail deer out in front of them at 50 yards and miss the deer by 5 to 10 feet. So shooting at a target, shooting an animal when the heart rate's really increasing and everything can go wrong, seem like it goes wrong, that's why you take a good solid rest whenever you're out hunting.
Folks, I hope you've enjoyed our show. Have we had a good time today, guys, or what?
Always.
Always fun. We never know what we're going to do. We're never scripted. We stumble and bumble, but by golly, it's fun. You know, we have a ball.
It truly is, and amazingly, we learn something along the way. Sometimes we learn something about what we're doing in terms of hunting and fishing in the outdoors. Sometimes we learn a little bit about ourselves as well, too. So
For sure.
y'all join us again next week right here on A Sportsman's Life.
And a special thanks to these fine sponsors: Air Force Air Guns, B&B Charcoal, Dallas Safari Club, Hornady, Pyramid Air, Nielsen Specialty Ammo, Sightmark, Smokin' Tex, Snap Block Hunting Blinds, Texas Raised Hunting Products, and Striper Express.